Hey guys, welcome. This is CardinalBird5, and today I'm going to give you guys some Conquest tips. So I already completed the map once. I've unlocked all the missions, captured all the strongholds, completed everything on it. I just don't have all the missions complete, and I have a brand new, fresh map here, and I'm going to show you guys, how to get started, give you some basic pointers. We're not going to complete the whole map in one setting here, but I just want to show you guys how to get started and give you some pointers on which direction you want to start. If you don't know all the rewards and Conquest rewards right now, you need to look it up. You can go to Operation Sports to have a mission rewards list. Also, you can just ask me in the YouTube comment section. But I recommend doing one of two things. You could either start west, go to Colorado because you can potentially get Matt Holliday, work your way up here to get Ichiro, and then you could get Tony Gwynn down here, and you could even come down to Arizona and get Steve Finley and Steven Drew, who are two excellent players. Or you could start in the Midwest. I wouldn't go to Minnesota, but you could either start with Milwaukee or Chicago. You could get Ernie Banks from Chicago, or the flashback Prince Fielder from Milwaukee. A lot of good cards. Of course, every team has a good card. I just think those are some of the best. Something else you could also do is go south. I would skip the Royals, and you could get George Brett, but you could also get flashback Ian Kinsler and Nelson Cruz, and then get the Wagner and Jason Castro. So those are some options. I recommend starting in the West, though. It's easier. There's more room, and I know a lot of people want that Ichiro or Tony Gwynn. So let me show you guys some things and how this works. So we're starting fresh here. So we're in the attack phase. Alright, really can't really attack yet, but we're going to start expanding. We start with 5. Okay, and basically you just want to keep expanding. Take as many spaces as possible. Okay, 4. Let's see, we're going to come around here. 3. Your goal is to get as many spaces as possible. We don't want to start attacking quite yet. 2. And again, I'm not going to complete all this in one setting. I'm probably not even going to capture a stronghold, but I just want to show you guys some key tips here. Alright, you want to get as many spaces as possible, because for every 3 spaces you get reinforcements. You get 1 reinforcement for every 3 spaces. I guess it's 1 million fans. Okay, so this capture phase. Alright, so let me talk about the capture phase. You don't necessarily have to play this capture phase. It's not bad once you want to weaken a stronghold that you're about to attack. So we look at Colorado. You can also hit square to toggle view. Colorado has 7 in their stronghold. So you could capture them, play them on All-Star or whatever. But again, it's not necessary. I think the most important thing is get map control and then get as much reinforcements as possible and get through this map as quick as possible, because it makes it a lot easier. You don't have to play all these games. I think the most important thing is just getting your territory. So you can skip this. Hit the options button and skip phase. I don't always recommend to skip it, especially if you are trying to get innings in. It's good to play those capture games. So as you see, we have 6 spaces. We got 2 reinforcements. Alright, simple as that. We're going to add them to here, and then we always add them to the lead, and that's the one we're going to attack with once we start attacking. Same thing, we're just going to fill as many spaces. Actually, this is move fans. You don't really need to use move fans until later, so skip that. Now we're in the attack phase. Attack and reinforcement phases are really the only 2 you need to do. So with 2, as you can see, these other, if you look at the other teams, they're not really focused on getting as much territory as possible. They're kind of more focused about barricading their stronghold, which actually is a good idea. I could be vulnerable right now on an attack, so I probably need to start working my way back down there. I just want to get as many spaces as possible. Alright, you see Minnesota's starting to work their way down there. Capture phase, again, we're going to skip it. It might be smart to play that at first, but you can skip it. Reinforce, again, we got 2 more. And we're going to start from here. We're going to barricade ourselves a little bit. And usually if you barricade yourself, you'll be okay. They usually won't attack you. They're usually pretty conservative. Skip the move fans phase. Alright, we'll go to attack. Alright, we're going to start here. You can tap square to skip the moves there, and then we're going to move down here. Alright. Alright, now we're in capture phase again. We're going to skip that. Reinforce phase. Alright, now this time we have 3 reinforcements since we have 9 spaces. So again, we're just going to keep barricading ourselves in here. Move our fans here. We could actually even attack, and I'll talk about that a little bit later on once we start getting more reinforcements. Basically, you just want a high chance when you attack. Move fans, skip it. Alright, so we could attack. I'm not going to quite yet because 4-on-1. I'll probably win, but it's really not worth it right now. We're just trying to get space. Skip the AI. Skip it. Alright, capture phase again. It's not a bad idea to play these, but again, we're just gonna skip it just to show you guys it's not necessarily that important to do. Now we got 4 reinforcements. Alright, so we're gonna put 2 here so we can fill that, and then we'll put the rest here. Alright, move fans. Skip that, we don't need to do that. Now we're going to fill this final block. Skip it. Alright, move our fans. Try to barricade ourselves in a little bit. Skip that. Skip it. Capture phase. Skip. Now we have 5 reinforcements. You guys see how quickly this can multiply? I mean, it exponentially gets easier the more you play, and we just started. This video is not even going to be that long, so we'll put 2 here, and then we'll put the rest in here. Move fans, skip base. Skip that. So basically, the most 2 important phases are attack and reinforce. We're gonna fill this final block. We got ourselves barricaded. For the most part, they usually won't mess with you. And we don't really want to mess with the computer right now anyways. They can attack, but they probably won't. Not with 1. Now we're just going to fill these blocks. Skip it. Skip phase. Alright, now we have 7 reinforcements. Do you guys just see how quickly this is multiplying? We'll do another turn here. Really, that's the most important keys when you're starting out. Try to get as many spaces as possible. That way, every turn you get more reinforcements. Don't worry so much about going straight to the strongholds. You can, if you're a really good player, you can go straight to the strongholds, make a V line, go straight to the strongholds, take them out on Hall of Fame or Legend. But again, that's not necessary. And we can actually start taking over some of these ones if we want. But again, there's really no point to mess with the computer at this point. So we're not going to do that quite yet. We can start doing that. And you can also play the games if you want on rookie. It's a rookie or veteran. I just don't see a point. I think it's most important to get as many spaces as possible, because every 3 spaces you get 1 million fans for your reinforcements. Skip. Now, I don't know if it was intended to be played like this. Probably not, but I think one problem is they need to not allow you to skip the capture phase. I don't know. It makes it a little easy. But I just wanted to show you guys that it's not even necessary to do all the phases. You can skip any of them if you want. Alright, capture phase again. We're going to skip. Now we have 9 reinforcements. Start them all right here. Move fans. Move fans again is not necessary until later on when you have a lot of fans piled up. And you like after you captured a stronghold, you have a lot of fans piled up at that stronghold, and you want to move them to an attacking territory. That's really the only time you want to move fans. Like right now, we don't need it at all. So just in case you guys were wondering how that's used. And there is still some strategy. You know, this is still a fun mode, and there's still a lot of strategy. And it's really up to you how you guys want to play it. If you want to play it, strategically on a large scale, you can. Or if you want to play all your games and grind for innings, or just enjoy it and play the computer, you can do that as well. Skip that. Skip that. Now the computer will start attacking you. So basically we have all of our spaces filled. So let me show you guys how to attack a little bit. So now we have to attack because we don't have any other choices. You can simulate games. So we simulate game with 6-1. 9 times out of 10 we're going to win that. Right, and then we got a space. Now you just want to keep doing this until you take as many as you can. It's okay if you lose. Just keep simulating games. My thought process is you want to get this done as quickly as possible and get control of the map. That way it's a lot easier just to focus on taking out the strongholds. Actually, we're not gonna do 5-on-2. Only do if it's a high chance. Don't do medium. And sometimes you will lose these 4-to-1. It will happen. Skip that. And now it's a 3-to-1. We won that. And the computer's starting to mess with us too a little bit over here, so keep an eye on that. Make sure you send reinforcements that way to defend your strongholds too. Don't just forget about them. So even when we have on medium chance, actually we'll go ahead and once you get the medium chance, I would just skip it. Alright, so now we're at the capture phase. Again, not completely necessary, so we're going to skip it. It's a lot faster. Reinforce phase. Now look, we have 10 reinforcements. Let's go ahead and send some reinforcements over here. We don't even have to worry about, we can just send them all here. Alright, now we're going to try to get as much territory as possible. Move fans, we don't have to worry about that right now. We can skip that. Alright, now we're going to clean up around our stronghold a little bit. 11-2, we got a high chance to win. And don't get frustrated if you lose some of these. It's okay. It's really not that hard. Just, you know, make sure you have some fans around your stronghold to protect. And like we've only been doing this for what, 10 minutes, so it's not a big deal if you do have to restart. More times than not, though, the computer will not mess with you if you have your strongholds barricaded. All right, again, 7-to-1. We'll attack. We'll take that. We won. So let's just see how far we can get here, and then pretty much going to wrap up the video. But I just want to show you guys what you can do in 10 minutes. You could beat this map in an hour, hour and a half, and then you could just focus on taking the strongholds. So I mean, basically, my tips is kind of play it like a board game in the beginning. Don't worry so much about playing the games until you have more control of the map. And technically, you don't have to play the computer until you get to their stronghold. That's the only time you have to play the computer. 4-to-1. Now, there is a little theory behind this. I believe that team overall might impact your chances of winning those. Because I have a really good team right now. It seems like there's a higher chance of you winning those. So if you have a higher overall team, it might help too. That's not proven or anything, but it does feel like that is a thing. So. And let's see. We'll go ahead and skip there. So, as you can see, we already have 37 territories. And I've been recording for 12.5 minutes. So we'll go ahead and skip this, and we'll get to the final reinforcements. Just to show you guys. Capture. We can skip. We already have 12 reinforcements. See how easy this can get? You just got to be patient. You know, keep taking out the computers and use your mismatches. Don't try to attack like 12-on-5. Just try to take out as many ones as possible, because that's going to get you reinforcements. If you guys have any more questions or anything on how Conquest works, let me know. I pretty much feel like I have a good grasp for how it works. Really cool mode that they brought to the game, and I did have a lot of fun playing it, because I kind of had to figure this out on my own. Like at first I played a lot of the computer just to get innings in and just to get a feel for the game, plus the servers were kind of acting up. So yeah, if you guys have any questions on Conquest, you know, feel free to put them in the comments. Also, I'll show you guys the missions for Conquest and talk about them really quick before we end the video. So here's the Conquer and Command. As you can see, I have all of them unlocked. I even have a lot of them done. So once you take over their stronghold, you have to command them, and basically you have to accrue innings for, you know, players on that team in Diamond Dynasty. So say we're going for the Red Sox. What you want to do is just load your team with the Red Sox, all of them, and then play those 3-inning games in Conquest. I think you'll get I think you can get 27 per game or so. It depends on how many innings you play. And they have to play. You can't just keep guys in the bullpen, or if they're in your rotation, they actually have to play and accrue innings and outs. So each out equals a third of an inning. And once you do that, I'll show you here the Cardinal one. What you have to do is you have to feed them players from that team, and then you get the 2 players. You'll get the first command player, and then you'll get the I don't know what they call it, the feed player. So like for the Cardinals, I already finished that, and I got Craig. Now I just have to feed Cardinals, and I get Ozzy. I just don't really care to get Ozzy. So, but yeah, that's how you do it. As you see, I've already completed a lot, and there's actually a reward down here which I've already completed, and it's Baseball Manifest. You get a 10,000 XP and a 10-pack bundle, and it's only obtainable one time. That means you can't keep playing through the map over and over to get a pack bundle. That would kind of be too easy. But anyways, guys, if you have any more questions, again, feel free to ask. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. This is some basic Conquest tips. Honestly, this is probably advanced Conquest tips because I just showed you guys how to beat the map fairly simple. So yeah, this is Cardinal Bird 5 signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.